This is Ghost of Yotei, the kinda sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, because while it is the next game in the series, it takes place 300 years after. The game is overall really good. I'll leave the review at the end of the video to spare most of you now, so we can go right into the Platinum, which includes 54 trophies, most of which are going to be your typical story-related trophies, or ones that are going to unlock naturally as you play the game. Of course, your side quests and completionist trophies are also there, and nothing is missable, so that's a positive. And as for how long, it took myself 47 hours on the hardest difficulty, so let's grab it. We're going to start by anxiously waiting for this game to drop, and once inside we're going to select the hardest difficulty, but this is not going to be required for any trophies, so you can play on whatever difficulty you want. We'll get a flashback and the main plot point of the whole game, Atsu's parents getting murdered by the Yotei 6. And we'll learn more about them later, but for now, Saito, who is their leader, is going to pin Atsu to this tree, and they think they finished her off here, and that's probably going to be the biggest mistake they've ever made. Fast forwarding through 16 years, she left her home to train and survive elsewhere, being purely fueled by revenge, and now she returns home to avenge her family. Which brings us to now, where she starts to track all of them down.
The snake. The Oni. Kitsune. The spider. The dragon. Lord Saito.
She's already tracked down the snake, which is where we are now. We're gonna walk through this town like a badass and kill some of the snake's men. Just past those guys, we're gonna find the snake chilling in a hut. We burn it to lure him out, and already the game is gonna put us to the test.
Whoa, this guy. Fuck holding block.
Woo!
Get her, little Atsu, bro. Get him, bro. What? Oh. What is that? What?
Jesus.
Dude, she's like dead though, no?
Apparently not. I guess she just passed out. I'm no doctor, but that looked pretty bad. Anyways, we're gonna first trophy the snake for killing that guy, and right after that, she's gonna wake up, like, with most of her strength. I have no idea how. We're gonna cross out the name, and at this moment, she becomes the Ghost of Yotei already. After that, we will return home to relive some memories, like forging a sword. And also learn that Atsu had a brother that was also killed by the Yotei 6. And we also get our katana here, which is going to be how most of the Yotei 6 identify us later. She's going to vow to kill all of them, and that's going to be the beginning of Chapter 1, the longest out of 3. Before we go any further with the story, I stopped to do a bunch of side content, and I'll go over everything needed for trophies. First are going to be the bamboo strikes. These are super fun to do in my opinion. It just feels very satisfying to press all of the buttons correctly. And there's going to be 15 of these that we need to complete to earn a trophy. Next are the paintings. These are less fun to complete, but it's still really cool drawing out on the controller to create these paintings. There's also going to be 15 of these that we need to complete for another trophy. Out in the world, we're going to run into a lot of small camps, and for a quick and easy trophy, we can play our shamisen at one of them to pop the trophy Fireside Performance, and this can be done at literally any camp. Another thing to look out for are these altars. These are going to be how you earn your skill points, and we're only going to need 30 out of 61 to earn a trophy. We also have a bounty board in each region, and we need to complete all of these to earn a trophy. These are like small side quests, and at the end of the day we just go to an area, kill them, and then return to collect our money, and that's pretty much all you need to know about these, besides there being 31 of them. Next, we're going to find a wolf den. Saito's group has been killing and capturing these wolves, and the one from earlier is eager to help the captured ones, so she's going to lead us to their captors. The wolf companion is already cool enough, but this next trophy is just going to make the whole game 10 times cooler. Dude, what the heck is that? So 2 is 1 is going to be for performing a standoff with a companion. As for these wolf dens, this is going to increase our wolf bond, unlocking more wolf skills. There's going to be 10 of these wolf dens that we need to find. Of course, we can't forget the hot springs. These just increase max health, which basically does nothing on the hardest difficulty. And there's going to be 16 of these that we need to find as well. And lastly, for now, is the shrines. These are just parkour sections with a charm at the top, and we'll talk about charms in a little bit. The only other thing to do in the open world is side quests. We're going to head to one that gives us a horse, pretty basic, but at the end we can choose a horse and its name. I chose the brown one and the name
Mochizuki.
and this quest is going to give us the trophy naming a friend. Okay, now we're going to move on with the story. We're looking for a bounty hunter and an old friend, Hanbei, to teach us to wield dual katana. Of course, we're going to find him and he's going to put us through some training.
Holy shit, bro.
After that, Atsu opens up about the past, and we see her leading Saito to her home and learn a bit why Saito has murdered her parents. Apparently, Atsu's father left Saito's clan after it fell, and it set off like a chain reaction, so more people left his clan. And that's pretty much it. And we know what happens next. After that, we're finally going to get the dual katana and say goodbye to Hanbei. Now we have a bit more side things to go over. Firstly, the storyteller. He's going to tell us a story in each region, and we need to complete these side quests for armor required for the platinum. The first one requires us to find duelists, but we're going to go over that later. Another thing to look out for is the fox dens. These are going to lead you to more charms, which again we'll talk about later. Next, we're going to unlock Zeni Hajiki, which is a board game, and it's actually pretty hard. The goal is to collect as many coins as you can, and you do that by flicking one into another. But if you hit more than one, it doesn't count, and then a turn passes to your opponent. It's very hard to tell how far the coin will go because you need to use like the trigger on the controller, and I was having a bit of trouble. Oh shit.
Oh my god. God damn it. Fuck.
But luckily this first guy was horrible.
Oh. This guy's trash.
Anyways, we just need to win one game to pop good with coins, and that's all the Zeni Hajiki required for the platinum. You don't need to play it anymore. A bit later, we're going to be climbing Mount Yotei to complete a shrine, and after completing this specific shrine, we're going to get the trophy Inheritance for acquiring our parents' charms. And now charms are basically just passive buffs that we can apply to Atsu, like healing off a perfect parry or increased arrow damage. They're pretty important for beating the hardest difficulty, and also we're going to get another trophy surrounding them later. Alright, we're going to continue this story now. We're going to track down the Oni next, leading us to another region, but is blocked by the Matsumai, a samurai clan that is trying to protect people from Saito's clan. Some dude nearby is going to give us a permit to pass through, and when we do, we get ambushed by the Oni's men. After we defeat them, we get escorted to this valley by Lord Kitamori, and as we make camp for the night, he notices our sword and begins to question us. And turns out this is going to be her brother Jubei. They both thought the other died, and Atsu's going to be very standoffish here, while Jubei just kind of wants to reconnect with her. End of the day though, they're going to talk through the life they've had thus far, and we're going to get the trophy Twin Wolves. The next day we're going to get this beautiful riding scene. And when we get to a checkpoint, we see the Oni's people have already taken over here, so we clear them out, and behind them is a Matsumai camp. Here the Matsumai tell Atsu she isn't wanted here, so she immediately leaves, but Jubei wants her to stay and join the clan, and she doesn't want to, so they're going to go their separate ways for now. And this is going to lead us to the second region in the game. So of course it's pretty much the same side content, but we do have new side quests to complete. We're going to meet the bomb maker.
To make more bombs? To make the bomb.
We're going to acquire the bomb tool here, and inside of this mission we're going to grab a trophy. There'll be a point where multiple enemies run through this small cave, and when they come out they're going to run into these grass patches. All we need to do is toss a bomb onto the grass so it catches fire, and that fire needs to kill an enemy for the trophy Brush Fire. Also, after completing this mission, we're going to get another side quest with the bomb maker, and after beating that we're also going to grab Gift for Destruction. Now this next trophy is just going to happen naturally. Sometimes when you kill a group of enemies, the last guy is going to automatically be interrogated, and this just has to happen 10 times to pop. Very persuasive. We're going to grab another trophy out in the world, and this one's going to require our wolf friend. So firstly, we need to find an empty sake jar, which are just lying around the world for us to pick up. And then as you can see, an enemy is basically marked for a wolf strike. So pretty much we need to throw it at an enemy and let the wolf kill him, which pops wolf bait. And another one in the world, really simple one, we just need to use the Onryo Howl ability 20 times, which pops the horror, and you get this ability pretty early on in the story. We're going to obtain our next weapon now and meet Sensei Takahashi, who is going to train us because we share the same goal of wanting to defeat Saito and his followers. We'll spear some fish, paint some pretty pictures, and eventually obtain the Yotei. After obtaining that, Takahashi is going to have another side mission, and we'll complete that and obtain Way of the Yotei. Next up, simple again, we just need to pick up 10 full jars of sake, which are dropped by enemies or found literally anywhere, and this is going to pop Sake Flight. The last thing we need to do in this region, besides the story, is to complete the Storyteller quest, which leads us to a duel with the Undying Samurai, which was one of the coolest duels in the game, just because of the location, and after beating him, we're also going to get one of the coolest armors in the game. Alright, story time. We're going to track down a guy who stole a musket from the Oni, so he can maybe help us reach the Oni. Jubi's going to join us, and we'll eventually find this guy, but he's batshit crazy, and is a menace to fight. After beating him, he doesn't say a word. Atu wants to take him to the Oni in disguise, but Jubei wants to bring him to the Matsumai, which ends up being the case. Later, they're going to make a plan to bring in Jubei, as the Matsumai is an enemy of the Oni, as well as the musket that the guy stole. So here we're going to infiltrate the Oni's castle in disguise to bring him his musket. We're free to walk around in here, and we form a plan to save Jubei as well as try to kill the Oni, but he already suspected something was off about us, and we barely escaped to form a better plan. We're then going to sneak into the Matsumai camp to speak with the guy who stole the musket and convince him to tell us how to get inside the castle. We'll meet with Jubei and make our way through like this underground cave to eventually reach the prisoners that the Oni has working for him so we can free them all to assault the castle. Jubei's going to stay behind to free all of the prisoners, and we're going to go fight the Oni, who was by far the hardest fight in the entire game to me.
No, bro. Damn. Suspend. Are you kidding? No. Bro didn't like that. No way. What the hell? Damn, dude. Are you serious? Whoa! What? Why do you have your stupid bottle out, you idiot? Oh my god, bro. Oh! What? Oh my god, man. Like, I just can't do it. It's just crazy how fucking long this is taking me, dude. Oh my god. Oh. Come on! Yes, bro. Oh my god, dude.
We're then going to finish him off with Jubei, cross him off, and earn the trophy, the Oni. They're going to go their separate ways for now, but Jubei will show up later in the story. So we're going to head to the next region now, and there isn't a Yotei 6 member here, but there are some story bits. Before doing that, we have a bit of side stuff to complete. So first of all, we're going to find our 30th out of 61 altars popping moments of reflection. Also, we need to complete the Storyteller quest, which honestly was my favorite in the game, aside from the obvious best one later. This one's just got a cool, like, haunted horror type thing going on, and even though I absolutely hate jump scares. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro, what the heck? Oh yeah, right, with this.
What the fuck?
I thought it was a pretty cool quest. Anyways, a few more things to cover. We're gonna get the trophy purely decorative for finding 30 pieces of vanity gear, which you can get from most side content. Also, we're gonna play this bow game. We need to shoot through all of the rings without missing to earn the trophy A Moment to Breathe. And now we're gonna jump back onto the story. We're gonna grab our next weapon, the Odachi. We'll meet Master Yoshida, and we don't really train, we kinda just already know how to use it. After getting it, there's gonna be another quest we can complete for him to unlock the trophy Way of the Odachi. Now also there's going to be a Saito clan fortress in this region, with Saito actually inside it. We try to kill him and fail fucking miserably. He's then going to recognize us because we have the sword. We fight, but ultimately he's going to get away, and that's going to be all the story for this region. Before we leave, we have a few trophies to grab. Charming for upgrading 10 charms. You can upgrade charms by doing specific things like blocking arrows or defeating enemies with their own weapons, or performing chain assassinations. Last thing before we move on is to defeat the duelist from the storyteller quest in the first region. Around the map there's going to be 5 of them that we need to defeat. They're actually pretty hard. Eventually though, the quest will lead us to Takazo the Unrivaled, which is another difficult fight.
This fucking pussy, bro. Oh, this fucking spear, man.
It's empty. Good.
Who is this, bro?
Come on. Don't bore me now.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Once we beat him, he wants us to fight him on Mount Yotei, so that's gonna be next. And I don't know, I feel like I played it pretty good, or I just got lucky or something, but I beat him pretty easily here, and after we beat him, we're gonna get the trophy Unrivaled. Now we're gonna go to the next region to find the Kitsune, and there's gonna be this little intermission kind of area. We'll complete a side quest here and meet Lady Hoochie, who's like a peaceful old lady. During her side quest, I picked up the trophy Spearfishing for spearing 5 fish, and then for completing her quest, we're gonna get Situ or whatever the fuck. Moving on, we're gonna travel to the next region, and while doing so, we're gonna get ambushed by the Kitsune and his men.
Kill the others.
We get poisoned here, but our wolf is going to protect us so we can keep chasing the Kitsune. After that, we're going to reach the next major region. We're going to immediately start progressing the story and arrive at an inn to look for leads on the Kitsune. We're going to meet Oyuki, who is a musician and wants to help us get rid of the Kitsune. With her help, we're going to take out multiple nine-tailed bases, among other things.
There. You look so...
As we progress, she appears to be more than a simple musician. Anyways, we're going to eventually make it to the place where they make the poison we got afflicted with earlier. And here we're actually going to fight the Kitsune for the first time. And he starts telling us that he wasn't a part of killing Atsu's family, which is pretty interesting. But then he's going to hit us with poison. And before he kills us, Oyuki jumps in to protect us. And as we leave, it's revealed that Oyuki was the Kitsune when our family was murdered. And she tried to help us during that night. Atsu still tries to kill her, but the poison is just too strong, so Oyuki gets away. A quick break in the story here, we're gonna pick up some more trophies. So for our next one, we need to disarm an enemy by using our bow or katana, and then pick up their own weapon and throw it at them, which is gonna pop. I think you dropped this, buddy. Next up, we're gonna get a trophy for customizing a photo in photo mode, Memento, and this is how it turns out. Beautiful. At this point in the game, we'll have enough materials to upgrade our katana to max to pop like father, like daughter. Next, we're going to get the final weapon, the Kusarigama. We'll meet Master Enomoto, and he's going to train us because, like all the others, he's against Saito's men. As soon as we acquire the final weapon, we'll get the trophy Tools of a Warrior. And of course, we're going to have another side quest with this guy. And during this, we're going to pick up another trophy. All we need to do is assassinate an enemy with the Kusarigama to pop the Owl's Talon. And then completing the side quest will give us Way of the Kusarigama. We're also going to complete the next storyteller quest, by far the worst one, not even worth mentioning. And next we're going to meet Hana, who's going to give us the Kunai. And after completing her quest, we can pick up Kunai Defender. Lastly, we're going to open all of these puzzle boxes, which are found throughout the region. There's going to be 12 of these to pick up, and they aren't too hard to solve. Solving all 12 will give us Trickster Fox. Back onto the story, we'll find Oyuki, and she's going to try and explain that she isn't a Kitsune anymore and doesn't want to fight, but Atsu is just not having it. After fighting it out, Atsu is willing to listen though. Oyuki then teaches us how to counteract the poison by just seeing what's real. Like, sure. After that, we fight again, and Atsu decides to spare her this time. We cross that name off, and we're gonna get the trophy, the woman behind the mask. Now we're gonna go with Oyuki to the Kitsune's lair, and this guy was just way easier than the Oni. He's gonna try and get away and use the poison, but it like just doesn't work anymore because Atsu's like immune. I mean, I guess it's a little weird to me, but we're gonna easily beat him and get the trophy, the Kitsune. And after that, Oyuki is going to help us defeat the rest of the Yotei 6. We're now going to return home, and we're going to get another flashback here to show how Jubei presumably died, and I have no fucking clue how he survived this. Anyway, we're going to talk about the plan going forward. Oyuki is also going to show up, and Atsu is going to explain that she was the Kitsune, which pisses off Jubei, rightfully so, and he storms off ahead.
Who is this?
You knew me as the Kitsune.
Is she serious?
So he's going to leave, and now we're going to be headed into Chapter 2. So riding into the next region here, we're going to notice a full-on invasion of Saito's clan against the Matsumai. We're going to do our best to try and thin their numbers, but there's just too many of them. We camp until nightfall to get the jump on the forces left behind, and right here we're going to unlock the musket and a trophy that comes with it. Take aim for acquiring all of the ranged weapons. We use it immediately to free some prisoners, Jubei's daughter among them.
Dude, if he fucking dies, man, that is not gonna be cool at all.
Just after that, we're going to reach the next region, and here we're going to pick up a ton of trophies. Right off the bat, we're going to find our 5th mountain puzzle. These contain a riddle and rotation puzzle. Pretty simple to complete, and solving all of them is going to grant Child of the Mountain. Next, we're going to meet the gunsmith, and we'll do his quest. During it, we'll unlock the pistol, which is the final quickfire weapon, like the kunai and stuff, and it's going to pop quick draw. After that, we're going to head to the final storyteller mission. This one is about Jin from the previous game, which is just so sick because he was known as the first shinobi, which is like so badass. Completing this quest is going to pop from one ghost to another. Oh, the next trophy is going to be for shoving an enemy off a cliff. Sayonara. All over the game, there's going to be these special signs that signal to bow, and finding 10 of these is going to pop Speaking with the Land. In the final region, we can find the rest of the little side objectives, so we're going to complete all of the paintings popping in Artist Eye. Next, we're going to complete all of the fox dens, granting Guardian of Inari, and finally, we complete all of the bamboo strikes, hot springs, and shrine climbs, popping Body, Mind, and Spirit. We're going to need a specific skill for this next trophy, the one that allows us to use our pistol in a standoff, and then we just need to perform this skill, which makes for some sick moments. This is also going to be our final enemy outposts, which are exactly what you think. We just need to clear all of the enemies in these places. That being our last one is going to pop For the Living. Throughout the world there will be these music camps, and they provide you with songs that can help you navigate the world. One of these songs is obtained randomly though at your own camp, so you need to get lucky when making camp for this guy to spawn. But this is going to be the last song I obtained, which pops Like Mother, Like Daughter. We're also going to finish the final bounty from the bounty board in this region, which is going to give us Master Bounty Hunter. A few more to go before we finish the game. We're going to complete the last wolf den and finally pet the bestest girl, Mikage, which pops Wolves of Ezo. And lastly, we're going to finish the last side quest that gives us armor to get for all occasions for obtaining all 11 armor sets. Okay, time to finish off the story. Atsu and Jubei's daughter Kiku get a little bonding time, and then we ride with Jubei to follow a lead on the next Yotei 6 member, the dragon, but he ends up getting away, so instead we come up with a plan to track down the spider. We infiltrate his little celebration party and finally unlock the ghost dance, which is pretty cool, but super late in the story, unfortunately. Anyway, we beat the spider and capture him to lure out his brother, the dragon, and after this quest we'll get the trophy Wrath of the Onryo. Before we lure out the dragon, we have a little peaceful mission with Jubei, Oyuki, and Kiku, just to show how Atsu's gained like a new family here, and Jubei was a top tier rage baiter in this scene.
Keep talking and I'll burn your mushrooms.
That's a given.
That's the last meal I cook for you.
Promise?
After this, we're going to lure out the dragon, but the plan fails as they invade the Matsumai castle instead of going directly for the spider. We get this moment here that for me personally was the beginning of the downfall in the game's story, because right after the mission where Atsu starts to move on, accept that she has a new family here, she throws it right out the window to fight the dragon instead of going with Jubei to rush and save Kiku. Wasn't a fan of that. But anyways, the dragon frees the spider. We're gonna fight the dragon here. Kind of difficult, and that stupid little quick draw pistol was getting on my nerves.
No. Wow. Whoa, he just fucking blocked that shit.
We'll beat him, cross his name off, and we'll get the trophy, the dragon. The spider then runs away, and we go look for Jubei, Kiku, and Oyuki, but they're nowhere to be seen. We eventually find Kiku, but Jubei and Oyuki were captured. We're gonna bring Kiku to the old home so she stays safe while we look for Jubei and Oyuki, and then we're gonna track down the spider to try and convince him to tell us where they are. He's gonna fight us, and he was fucking worse than his brother with that fucking pistol.
Okay, I wasn't even loaded in. This pistol, bro. Bro, the pistol, dude. Oh. This pussy, bro.
We best him, and now she starts to come around and realize that her revenge quest has consequences, which now, okay, she's learned her lesson. Her actions led to Jubei and Oyuki getting captured. Perfect. So she's gonna spare the spider, cross his name off, and then the spider's gonna agree to lead us to Oyuki and Jubei, and we'll get the spider. Before the final mission, we're going to get our last Onryo gift, which is just a chest that NPCs donate to over the course of the game. We just need to go to any hub area to pick these up, and picking up all 8 will grant us gifts for a ghost. Okay, so we're going to meet up with the spider. He leads us to the fortress that they're being kept in. We clear a bit of it to make it to Jubei, free him, and then we look for Oyuki. We free her next and learn that Saito is back home where Kiku is. We fight our way out of the fortress and rush home to find Saito, who is just sitting with Kiku. And they make an exchange here. He lets Kiku go so he can fight Atsu. So I'm like, boom, everybody's safe. If Atsu dies, okay, mission complete, right? And then she burns the name, signifying that she's given up on the revenge quest. Awesome. So we're gonna fight him in this first phase, which wasn't too bad.
Oh my, he has it too. He's got the dumbass pistol too, bro.
This second phase was pretty tough though.
What is this? He's got 3, what is that? Heals? Oh my. I wasn't even ready for that. Wait, what? Do not tell me.
Jubei.
Oyuki is with Kiku. I will hold him off.
What?
We will protect this family.
Jubei! I'm with you!
No way, please. Dude, if he...
Your loyalty to each other only gives you something to lose. Atsu!
No, no, please, 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 please. No. Oh my fucking... No way, dude.
Jubei.
This fucking game, dude.
I'll bury you next to your brother.
He's not dead!
Fuck! I cannot believe that. That's bullshit, dude. Dude, I can't even fight no more. I'm so fucking pissed, dude. What the fuck?
You are not alone, Atsu.
Stop, dude. No way. Oh! He shoots me, this guy, bro! Just fucking shoots me, dude. This fucking loser. Come on! Is it?
Fight for the living.
Oh, come on, man.
We kill him, and yep, Jubei fucking dies. I was so fucking pissed, still am, man. Like, I thought they left already, or at the very least when he jumped in, we would kill him together. Like, that would have been way cooler. Or even Oyuki sacrificing herself to completely make up for what she did to Jubei and Atsu. That would have been like an awesome thing for a character. But nope, they gave us the worst outcome possible. The game is just gonna jump 6 months, and everyone's so peaceful and happy, but not me, no. Anyway, we're gonna get the Onryo rest for beating the game, and the Platinum Legendary Onryo. So there you have it, the Platinum for Ghost of Yotei. Despite my problems with that ending, it's still a really solid game. The gameplay, the graphics, and the quality of it is just like the top of the line. But the story and the side content was a bit lacking in my opinion. I give the game an 8 out of 10, and as for the Platinum, it's simple, not very challenging, and overall I'd say it's got a lot of busy work, but nothing is missable, and it's only one playthrough, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Anyways, thank you for watching, hope you hit the sub, peace.